You've just received an email that says you've been accused of sexual assault and need to meet with the dean under what's called Title IX. Well, my name's AJ Richmond and I run Richmond Law Firm. Let's talk about that. What is Title IX? So Title IX is a federal law that gives guidance to the universities as to how to maintain and treat sexual assault amongst college students. So for example, you were probably with another person at a bar or at your house or at a party, and y'all were kissing or doing whatever, and now she's accusing you or he's accusing you of doing something without their consent. So we have the criminal case, right? The rape, the sexual assault, but we also have something more detrimental short term, which is Title IX. And that's a case strictly brought by the university against you to determine if you're at fault for committing any type of sexual assault on campus or off campus against another student. The school's job is to maintain that both you and the student are not discriminated against, nor do you feel threatened by the other student while at school. So Title IX is only for sexual assault cases. So when you get that first email, your first job is going to be to respond to a meeting request with the Title IX coordinator. And at that first meeting, it's going to be, hey, John, you've been accused of this. Here's the allegations. Let me give you my next appointment, and you're going to come in here and confess or deny or give me a statement. So the very first thing you do when you get that first email is you call a lawyer, a Title IX lawyer, somebody that does this regularly, because it's a very, very detailed process. You do not respond. You let your lawyer respond. Let your lawyer handle the case from there. There's a case going to go through an entire investigation. And by that, I mean the Title IX coordinator, the people accusing you of a crime, they have to investigate the entire case. They have to speak with witnesses that you tell them to. They have to speak with the victim, and they have to speak with witnesses that support the victim's claim. Once they do that, they formulate a decision that we can either A, accept, or B, appeal. Now, after May 6, 2020, we now have the ability to cross-examine victims, people that are alleging that you committed a crime, and we also have the ability to convince them to use a different standard of proof. It is extremely important that you do not go through this Title IX case yourself. This is the biggest reason why. Anything you say to anybody can be used against you in a criminal case. So let's say, for example, you gave a full statement to Title IX and you apologized. The criminal case, the criminal prosecutors can use that statement against you and convict you of a crime and put you in prison. Let's say you deny everything, but previously you told somebody that you did it. The state of Georgia or the state of wherever you are can convict you of a crime for a false statement. The school can kick you out for a false statement. And frankly, the person asking you the questions is very skilled in how they're asking and can very well make you admit to something or say something that you don't agree with. And you just admit to it. So do yourself a favor. Call a lawyer. Talk to them about the email that you just received. You're only going to have a few days notice to meet with them, to meet with the coordinator. So call a lawyer immediately.